Absolutely.
Is it first time at a Halo World Championship?
Yeah, that's my first time. I'm from Mexico City, so it's
Been here one or two, but this is the best one.
Best one. Second, you were on stage last year as well. Excited to have you back. But everyone, I do want to kind of go down the line and make sure everyone can introduce themselves. For anyone who does not know them, we're going to go ahead and start with Archer.
Hi, hello.
Archer,
Yeah.
you want to talk a little bit about yourself, your history with Forge, when you started with Halo, stuff like that?
Yeah, well, I started playing Halo Combat Evolved, and well, my first Forge maps were on Halo 3. And
So
since
you were
then,
forging from the start.
yeah, I'm not that old, I know. But it's been pretty amazing. I mean, watching all the evolution of Forge throughout the years is very, very amazing. And I mean, I'm from Mexico City, and I'm glad to be here with you all and all the talent around here.
Yeah. Talent indeed. We're surrounded by it up here. Archer, what maps might people know from you? Like, what creations have you made?
Well, they
people
probably
might
remind
recognize?
the Cellar. That was one of psychological horror map I did on Halo 5. Also
Oh, yeah. On the
Earth.
top right there?
Yeah, right there with the creepy skull and all the corpses right there. Also on Earth, that was a big team battle, kind of like Spiral from Halo Reach, that inspiration that was on Halo 5. Inheritor, that was a Griffle Court, Forerunner, and of course the Optic Gaming headquarters I made at the start of the year. So
You
that's
made the
probably-
Optic headquarters?
Yeah.
Headquarters? Yeah, in Forge. That's awesome. And what are you going to be showing us today?
Oh, today I'm gonna show you the preview of Critical Viewpoint. That is my last map I made for the Mountain Dew collaboration with Halo.
Let's go.
And
You're wearing this shirt
Yeah.
too, I noticed.
Yeah, I know.
I'm rocking it as well.
yeah, it's a beautiful shirt.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a great one. And you're showing that off today. You're going to do a breakdown for us?
Yeah, just a little breakdown and show you some things and maybe some Easter eggs, or well, not Easter eggs, but little details I added to the map.
Very cool. Well, thank you. And then Keith, you want to talk a little bit about yourself? Tell us.
Hey guys, I'm Keith. You might know me as Bob is here, the minigame guy.
Let's go.
Wink.
You got some fans. You got some fans. Love to see it. When did you start playing Halo, start forging?
My dad got me CE the day it came out with an Xbox, and it was the first game I could beat him at. So he quit gaming after that, but I still love Halo.
You're more OG than me then, man. Oh my God, that's hardcore. That's awesome. What maps might people know you from?
I do a lot of mini games, so Repulse Soccer with my buddy Unsorted Guy, Paramoid Soccer back in Halo 5 with Sloth and Spartan, Game Night, and some linear infection maps, particularly Coastal Highway and the other contingency maps.
I'm a big fan of the contingency maps. The highway, I love that. I'm running down.
Please don't get in the tank.
Yeah. Never go first on that first wave, you know? Like, just let someone else push first before they get taken out by the zombies. And what are you going to be showing off for us today?
A new linear infection map called Lineage. It kind of combines classic trilogy maps into one map, and you progress through it in an infection campaign.
Very cool. I'm excited to find out more about that, and I can't wait to play it when it's fully ready and released for everyone. And Max, what did you want to talk about? Actually, sorry, Max, thank you for joining us. Yeah.
Hi.
And what was your first Halo, and when did you start forging?
Well, I started out in CE, like my two other friends here.
Very nice.
Yeah, started from the beginning. I started forging in Halo 3 as soon as I could get hands on it. Day one, I made a crate map out in Last Resort. It was, it's been fun ever since. It's been a great experience. Honestly, this is
Very
an
nice.
amazing tool set.
Yeah, and what maps are you known for?
I'm not known for much, but
Don't say that. Everyone knows you.
If there was a quantity forger, I am the opposite of that. I take my sweet, sweet, sweet time.
But it shows. It shows.
One map that I'm known for is Meander. That's a big team battle map in Halo 5. It was a fun one that came out in the BTB refresh.
Yep.
I'm mostly known for like Forerunner stuff, big team battle stuff. Like
The good stuff.
the good stuff. Exactly.
And what are you going to be showing us today?
Well, I'm going to be showing my BTB Forerunner map.
Hey!
Yes.
Let's go.
That was
Might be some fans in the
collaboration
crowd.
with Certified Champ. I think he's back there. Yeah, there he is. Hey,
Hey!
Tom.
Excellent.
I couldn't have done it without you.
A co-forge.
Yes, sir. He was my environment artist. I was chief level designer and project lead, you know?
Very nice.
Yeah.
And so you two have put a bunch of time in, and we're going to be breaking
Oh,
it down
absolutely.
today.
Yes.
Awesome. And then last, joining us, but not least, Alex, how's it going?
It's going good. Happy to be here.
And you might be known as Infinite Forges to everyone
I might be.
out there. Yeah. When did when did you start playing Halo, and how'd you get in the Forge?
I started playing Halo around Halo 2. Very memorable because my mom screamed at me all the time because there was blood in the game. Halo 3 came around, started forging in that. Halo Reach, same thing. Just ever since Halo 3, just been coming back to it. Halo 5, I started actually sharing my creations and putting that out online. And
You were nervous up until that point? Why didn't you share them with everyone? I'm sure they were good.
I don't think I even understood social media before that point. I was like, I just, maybe I was nervous. I'm not sure. But ever since then, I have met all these amazing people, seriously talented people out there, and I've just been collaborating and creating and having fun. And I think in the next slide, we can show a little bit about what's been done in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. These are some of the awesome things you've made over the years, right?
Yeah.
You want to break it down?
So on the top left is Salvation. I work with Cliff. I don't know if he's here. Is Cliff here?
Yes.
I
he
love
is.
him too. Cliff is one of the best people you ever.
There's a lot of love in the crowd tonight.
Yeah.
We're getting, it's
you,
awesome.
If you get the chance to know Cliff, you're a lucky guy. He's an awesome person. But I worked with him on Salvation, which is a Damnation remake. And we turned it into something inspired by the Halo Infinite campaign, kind of built into the ring and whatnot. And then we did Calamity, and that was with Blaze, an incredible level designer. And we turned it into a Doom map, and it was crazy. And I'm not sure how that's in the game because it's very gory. But and then the bottom left, that's actually Recharge. When you guys were promoting Halo Infinite, and you put out 2 screenshots of Recharge. For whatever reason, we thought it would be a good idea to try to remake that.
Yeah.
I remember you and I were
played on it.
playtesting that, right?
I played on it.
And
yeah.
you guys
with
were laughing the whole time, and now I understand why.
Yeah. I knew where it was different and where it was similar. And
not
some
the
of the
word.
differences were pretty funny.
Yeah. And then that's just a scene that I made in Halo 5 for Forerunner, but
Based
yeah.
off that concept art.
based off the
screenshot,
concept
we-
art
yeah,
of
yeah.
in the campaign in the
Yep.
beginning, right? And, yeah.
Very cool.
That's that.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. And I know we want to jump right into Forge, and we can take a look at Artur's. Oh, sorry. You're showing us. I jumped ahead. Apologies. You're going to be
How
showing
dare
us.
you.
What are you showing us?
Headlong.
Excellent. Yeah. Okay. I almost skipped over the best part. That's so bad.
The worst part.
Best part. Worst. That's terrible on me. I feel terrible. But Artur, you're going to be showing us your map today, and you've got it all prepped up,
Yep,
already loaded in Forge. I
already
see.
in there,
You're ready to
yeah.
go.
we're
So
ready
this
to
is
go.
critical dew point, correct?
Yeah, this is Critical Viewpoint. This map was based on Foundry. I mean, one of my designs I did on Foundry for Halo 3 back in the days. Now improved for MCC and now tweaked for Halo Infinite. And actually, this is a bumper jumper. I got
Oh, I'm sorry. That's on my profile. If
Don't
you're
worry,
not
don't
used to
worry.
bumper jumper, I'm sorry.
yeah. So, like I've been saying, this map. Well, Mountain Dew wanted to bring back the memories from Halo 3, so I said, why not bring back the Foundry vibes?
Okay,
Because
yep.
you know, MLG is just about. Well, I grew on Halo 3 Forge, and having all these objects like containers, fences. Like a Spartan will grab that and create their own arena. That's the concept I had for Foundry, and I tried to bring that into this map.
Yeah. And when you were starting, you kind of put together a mood board based off the requirements that
Yeah.
they gave to you. And like, what did you have on that mood board?
Oh, the mood
As
board
you
was
were kinda
more
getting started.
like having this paintball arena, like a kill house, and all the industrial of Foundry, all
Okay,
mixed
yeah, we
together
can
with
see
the
some of
neon
it right there,
green
yeah.
and all that, like putting all the Mountain Dew language there, like refreshing, captivating, energetic. So that's what I wanted to do. Of course, having the colors of the brand, and mix that together to create an arena that everybody will enjoy. Of course, one of the things I really wanted to add onto the map was the Mountain Dew spilled. The fuel is spilled on the map. That is this part over here. That is just a water plane, a reactive water plane.
Okay. Yeah.
And well, the original plane is just transparent. I mean, so what I had to do was to do a little trick with the reflection
Whoa.
volume.
You are inside the Mountain Dew
Yeah,
can
I'm already
right now.
inside the little shell of sandbags curves. The trick is that the reflection volume will just imprint everything that is around him, around it, and will just copy that, mirror it into the volume you are selecting. So what I did was add a light bulb inside the reflection volume to actually get some other reflections and movement and that like oozy effect from the light. And having all this very complex organic geometry of the sandbags will give you a more complex surface on the water. So when you reflect that, I'm gonna show you it. Let me just.
And do any of you guys also use like this trick? Is this a new trick? You guys all use this?
I use that
we
on.
use this.
Yeah.
It's a very helpful like tip.
We've been
Yeah,
doing
it
this
helps,
for
it helps
years.
control the
Nice.
lighting just a little bit.
Yeah, it's very
Nice.
useful.
And then you use that to go up on the water plane as
Yeah.
well? Nice.
I'm gonna just show you. Maybe
And
on
I
the
noticed
lighting.
it's a green Mountain Dew on the floor and not an orange Mountain Dew for our Halo 3 flavor. What's up with that?
So this is the volume, and it actually just goes straight up into the water plane.
snap.
That is the water plane.
Yeah.
So it just barely touches it. So you can just have the green color on the surface of the water, and it doesn't reflect on the other pieces. So that's how you get the effect of having a green liquid. Just gonna turn on everything else, and
And then you also had some work in progress screenshots that you shared with us. You want to kind of
Yeah,
show
sure.
us a comparison of where it was before, and then kind of walk us through.
yeah, well, like I said, this map
blockout.
was based on Athlon. That it was a map for Halo 3, but of course, Halo Infinite had a different sandbox, different movement. We got sprint, so I had to work and redesign the structure, the geometry. So I started working on a blockout to test all the gameplay, to test that the game modes really work like they meant to be, because this map is designed for fast-paced matches. Capture the flag matches or even oddball. So I did a lot of versions for the blockout, and I tested them with some friends and even with some of the level designers, 343, Cliff, Max, Colson helped me a lot. And when I already have the blockout, the design I really wanted to be, I started doing the art.
Very nice. Yeah, and we
Yeah.
could see how far it's come.
Yeah, I
as
know.
you
I mean,
fly
it was
around.
just around and keeping all the details together. And there's also a lot of stuff I did to add more. Well, the map to feel more alive, like the crane. And we also have like something else, everything else. I didn't see. Oh, okay, no.
You've kind of even got that foundry ceiling there too. I noticed.
Yeah, just gonna try to load this on play. And there's a lot of stuff you could see. There's a lot of Easter eggs in there. So for everyone that will want, for example, we have like these targets that you can shoot, and I mean, I wonder if you could get a perfect score on them. What happened? And of course, there's a lot of Mountain Dew stuff. For example, there's one thing that really love to add, that if you go straight to the vending machine.
I was gonna say I thought I saw a glowing
Let's go.
vending machine.
You're able to have more speed, and you can reload faster.
That's awesome.
There's one vending machine on one of the sides, so if you feel that you are getting overwhelmed by the enemy team, just go grab one drink, and you're up to go. You're ready to go.
Some nice caffeine. That's a nice little
Yeah.
trick there. That's awesome.
And I mean, it's amazing to have this opportunity to collab with them because I really wanted to give all the Halo 3 treatment into this map, and I can't wait for everyone to enjoy it.
Yeah, and the Halo 3 vibes definitely come through. The Mountain Dew vibes most certainly do as well.
Of course, yeah.
And that's awesome to see, and I can't wait to play it. It's coming out in November, right?
Yeah, November 14 is going to be the Halo 3 Refueled playlist with other amazing recreations of Halo 3 maps,
Nice.
and I can't wait for everyone to play them.
Very cool. Well, Archer, thank you for showing us your map. We do want to take a look at Keith's map here.
Oh,
so
yeah, sure.
if you want to jump on over and we can get Keith all loaded up. Let's hear it for Archer walking through. Critical dew point. Thank you, thank you. And Keith, you've got a linear infection map for us.
Everyone's favorite game mode, linear infection.
I'm a big fan. I hope everyone else is. Are you a big fan of linear infection? You guys?
Oh,
Linear
yeah,
infection?
it's been amazing.
Linear
I love
infection
this.
in the crowd. Big fans? Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got some fans. So hopefully everyone will enjoy this. Actually, I said when it's ready to be published earlier. It's published now, right?
It's out.
It's out. Okay, so people can go ahead and play this. They just got to look up your gamer tag and give it a bookmark. Lineage. Play some awesome infection gameplay. But we are loading in. Did you want to talk through about, like, we've got some work in progress screenshots of your map. You said we're on version 2000 something.
400 and something.
But you've got some work in progress screenshots here. You want to walk us through how you kind of built this map?
Yeah, so our team consists of a couple of forgers. We are all-around forgers, so we can help with anything. This design was inspired by Detendes, and so everyone gathered together to kind of make it happen for them. We start by blocking out and arting at the same time, and then we just kind of mix and match, swap out things as we go. So first screen, just some test lights, little skybox, structures, and then we start lightly play testing, just our small group, and making adjustments. So we go from that art block out to structures and pathing changes, and then
We
we
can
add
see it a
some-
little bit right there. You start adding more to it, yeah.
Work with a little player containment ideas just to see what we can find, any problems we might encounter. And then we move on to finishing the skybox, adding things like waterfalls and completing pathing and then redoing pathing.
You just drop in a waterfall?
No, this is a nice little trick that we came up with. If you take several objects and create kind of a ravine or crevice in between them, there's a dark space behind it, and you slap on top of that a nice water volume and a forerunner effect. And then when you zoom out and add some
That looks
splashes,
insane.
it's a little waterfall there.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Now, in
I
this
don't think
game-
I've seen that before.
Oh.
Have you seen that?
Oh, you don't know the lengths we'll go to make something look amazing.
Oh, yes. And you're only going to see this for 2 seconds, but it's there.
That's about the details.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
That's
yes.
awesome. That's so cool.
Right.
So Detendes comes up with an idea for a linear infection map, and then you guys start building on it. How do you decide like each play space? For anyone who doesn't know, linear infection is you progress through one area of the map until another portion of the map unlocks, and you kind of go section by section throughout. How did you come up with the different sections and ideas there?
Well, luckily, this idea was kind of thought out from the start. In the name Lineage, we thought, what if we take several 4v4 size maps and just kind of slap them together? So this first area is inspired by CE, and you see here we've got some zones to capture. In this area, there will be a couple of zones, and we set up a script to randomly select an amount of them to delete. So each round of this map will kind of dynamically change, so you can experience different areas of it.
That's awesome.
And with this CE area, we wanted that feeling of when Chief first steps out of that Forerunner cave, and you just see this massive Halo skybox in the distance. Cap the second zone here. We have a strong focus on player engagement in the map. We want you to know what's going on. So we've got icons, things that really pop on your screen, sound effects, things like that.
It's very important to help make sure people know what's going on, where they need to go, right? How do you survive against the incoming zombie horde, you know? Ooh, very nice.
So I'm a little clunky on bumper jumper as we work our way through here.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Now after you capture your zones, you unlock the next phase, drop down this nice long tunnel, get those
Halo 2
swooshing
vibes.
sounds
Oh my god.
I know where that's from.
to our next inspired area, Forerunner architecture.
Very cool.
Now, this area is generator defense. So your goal will be to protect Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie generators. These can only be affected by infected energy swords. So, it's all right if I'm shooting near it, throwing grenades near it. There's no danger here. Just
There is no griefing of the generators. I'm glad you thought of that.
With linear,
that would for sure happen.
We think of every crazy idea, we throw it all in the map, and then we scale back from there. So Loot Cave made it in.
Oh, very nice.
While we wait for this next phase, I'll go ahead and set up our Loot Cave. This might be inactive,
But you'll be able to hit the button, spawn in some awesome
Loot Cave pops up there.
awesome goodies in that room. How did you get the glowing on that?
This
on those
is,
pieces moving
I
around?
believe, Forerunner emissive. And if you happen to go up there, the infected spawn up top and take several paths to get down to these. This does a little bit of damage to you because, of course, it looks like it's on fire.
Yeah. I want to touch it, but I don't want to touch it at the same time.
People really
I know I
like it.
shouldn't.
All right, we've successfully protected the generator, so now we're going to go down another giant drop. Into our Guilty Spark area.
Wow. What the?
And our goal here is a payload capture. So we've got an oddball that we need to find and activate this elevator to take us to that final level. During our playtest, too many people didn't make it out of this phase. You need some really good teamwork to help your guy get that payload.
Did you play that mode in Halo 5 Infection where it was like go into the castle, grab the skull, and bring it back?
Oh yeah, that was fun.
That was a lot of fun. The coordination required, though, as you're a bunch of humans pushing into a zombie-occupied castle, was a bit too much, it felt like, because you're just trying to scramble your way back, and then everyone's trying to fight over who gets to capture the skull.
We also threw another loot cave in this area as well. It's hiding back there somewhere.
And so you deposit the skull, and that's all you got. You doing this, and then
Try
it
and
brings you to the next one?
survive.
Try and survive.
You can crowd around this elevator if you want to, but it's probably not a good idea. There's another trick that was used to get this skybox, this miniature skybox inside of the larger skybox. There's a big dome above us, just set to all black, and then there's some effects and really tall trees to get that effect like you're outside when you're not really.
Okay. Yep.
Let's go on up to this last epic area.
I can't believe you did this in Forge. What the heck? that is crazy.
Very much inspired by that battle with Tartarus. We're in Forge, so we glitched out a little bit. There we go.
Okay, yeah, the triple platform fight with Tartarus. Yep.
Yes.
Of course.
And you'll have
Just
your
don't
infected-
crouch on the bottom level. If anyone knows that old school bug, you crouch on the bottom, you die. Wow.
Little rotating platforms.
And you've packed all of this into one map.
In one map. four maps in one map.
That is so unbelievable. That's wild.
Yeah. This took about a year, so a
Okay.
year's worth of progress, and some updates will be coming now that we're getting AI. We're thinking about doing a PvE experience where
On it.
all the players, the live players are on your team.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Fans of the, yeah. It kind of sounds like you have to do that now.
We got 6 maps to get ready for it. So.
But yeah, thank you so much for showing off
Yes.
that. That was very exciting.
Glad you
Let's
guys
hear
had
it
the chance to
for
see it.
Bob is here. Thank you for showing that. And now we got Max going to walk us through Fortitude. Let's hear it for Max. And Bob is here one more time.
Hello, hi.
So, Max, you've been working on Fortitude for how long?
Way too long.
That's probably the answer for most forgers.
Really, like it's production-wise, I've been working on it for like about a year or so. But this layout, this level, this idea, gone back to around the Halo 2 anniversary days. So yeah, way too long. I really I started that block out like a long time ago. It was almost
Here we got it.
unrecognizable. You can actually see it there right on the left on the screen. And germinated from that. I made a couple of iterations past that, but eventually I wanted to bring it into Halo Infinite. So I got started on drafting just a top-down layout, getting everything precise, nice and orderly, get an idea of what I want each space to, how it needs to perform, weapons, how people should play, integration of vehicle paths. It was really important. One of the big design goals was to get total integration of vehicle paths, infantry, and flying vehicles all throughout the map. So you have plenty of jumps, you have plenty of spaces for a Banshee and a Wasp to fly through. I'll get to that in a little bit. And plenty of different varied play spaces so that you can play the way you want to play in different spots.
That's
And-
really cool. And you said you started this in
Yeah,
H2A
I
Forge?
started with that top-down layout, and then I got quickly started on a block out, and that took a long while. Lots of iteration, lots of testing, lots of work. This took a lot of work to get this level out, but the results were definitely worth it.
Yeah, we do have some before and after slides that you
Yeah,
sent
that's
us,
right.
which,
I'll-
which are really, really cool as well. Yeah, there's the block out to the final.
Yeah. So we definitely got through a lot of changes over from blockout to final. We wanted. I worked with Certified Champ for the layout or for the art. He did an amazing job, getting the terrain work done, because that is a really hard job. Getting everything smooth and to look really, really crisp and clean without those seams is an undertaking. And I really couldn't have gotten to the level of fidelity I could with this map without his help. So thank you, Tom. I appreciate it.
Shout out to Tom, Certified Champ in the crowd, doing the art. And we actually have a couple other before and afters that you sent us.
All right, yeah,
which
I did
are
send you a lot of photos. My bad.
really, really cool.
Yeah,
It's
there's the before. That was the blackout, the splash photo or the landscape photo. Really just getting everything down, and this is the after.
That
You
looks
can see
so
we made
good.
a lot of progress.
Yeah. Oh, we went back, forth, yeah. Oh, we got a Dark Skull chant in the crowd.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
didn't choose that name. That name chose me.
We still love it.
All right,
But
so
yeah, he
this
likes
is
it.
Fortitude. I'm gonna bring you guys around. It's a beefy big team battle map. Look at all of this detail that Champ got on there, like all the flowers. There's no seams on any of this terrain. There's pathing. It's phenomenal. But we definitely tried to make this look as natural and as beautiful as possible, with all of the Forerunner structures really accenting everything. Best way to do that is to drive around, get an understanding. Oh man, bumper jumper. So we've got some waterfalls, we got some nice vehicle paths. We have that vehicle integration I was telling you about. This is the center structure.
Wow. Got a nice
So
little
you can
jump.
really drive around as much as you want on this map with any vehicle that you want. You can take let's say, a wasp, and you could bring it to the bottom of the map, which I'll demonstrate right now. If I can figure out how to fly this thing. There we go. So this is the map. And this is the bottom.
Wow.
So we've got this tunnel running through the absolute center of the map here.
The whole way across?
The whole way across.
Oh,
Right
wow.
around to the top.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
A well-deserved
So
round of
it's a
applause.
lot of fun. It plays well for CTF. It's a great space, and
That
you know
is so cool.
you can really slay out and on all of these spaces. Do whatever you want. The highest goal was for people to have fun. So hopefully you guys will have fun on this thing. For real.
Yeah.
Like this was an undertaking. I'm super excited with how it came out, how it turned out.
Were there any cool tricks you employed?
Yeah.
secret
You know
forge
what? Like
tips you might
using objects to their absolute limit was really important, because to get to the budget, to like where it was, you have to really get creative. Like stuff like this, all stuff with all of this detail. This is, I believe, is a piston. Yeah, there you go.
And you just flattened it?
Yeah, and you can see this object in a couple of other spots. You can see it like right here. I used it as a pathway. I used it where? I used it down here. I used it as pillars, to accent some of
wow.
these,
Yeah.
just some of these holograms and everything. I used it in plenty of spaces right here as well. Like it's not just about the pieces that you're given, but how you use them.
Yeah.
Like same thing with like the terrain. Certified Champ used ramps. Look at that. You couldn't even tell it was there. It
What?
was
Yeah.
put in so well. I can't even put it back the right way. There we go. Like, it's just about using everything that you can to its utmost potential to get to this level of fidelity and polish, I would say.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you mentioned a lot of playtesting iteration.
A lot of play testing, making sure that it actually plays balanced, fun, and well with all of the core modes is also an imperative.
Nice. How many hours or I guess days of playtesting did you do? Sessions.
Not as much as I'd like, but
you're like, oh god. You
Not
guys
as much
all
as
do
I'd
a
like, but
crazy
more
amount
than-
of playtesting.
more than was probably necessary.
But
I don't
quality
have a number.
comes out of that as a result.
Absolutely. Like, you bang a piece of metal with a hammer a bunch of times, you'll get a sword.
Yeah.
And you sharpen it enough.
Very nice. Well, thank you so much for showing off
Thank you so
Fortitude.
much.
We got one more map we do want to show off with Alex. We're going to take a look at some headlong here.
All right.
Let's hear it for Max. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. But Alex, how'd you decide that you wanted to go after headlong?
Funny story. So cousin Tim, and Michelangelo, they have this idea to do a classic map, and they're like, why don't we do headlong? That was at the beginning of the year. And I was like, I don't know if I really want to do it, right? It was 8 months ago when the map was actually created, and it was finished in 2 months. So there was a little bit of 6 months of we don't know if we want to actually go through with it because it's such a big map.
Yeah.
But it was those guys, Michelangelo and cousin Tim.
Are they here? In the
Yeah, cousin Tim's sitting right there.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Awesome. But you want to jump in and
Yeah.
show us a little bit about it, walk us through.
For sure.
Do y'all have any fond memories playing on Headlong? I definitely remember a big team battle with my brothers loading up in the Warthog, one flag CTF or one bomb, trying to quickly sneak in before they've got their defenses ready. It's a good time.
I mean, Headlong is such a classic, beloved map. So to be able to even work on this and to know that people are that excited to play it means everything to me, Tim, and Night Avenger. I'll get into that in a second. This was a team effort. This was certainly not just me. It would not have been possible with these two incredibly talented people. Night Avenger, he worked on, you'll see in a second, the atmosphere, the lighting. He worked on different parts of the art and whatnot. Cousin Tim primarily covered all of the insides, like all the different rooms and whatnot, and he crushed it. And then I did the exterior, I did the play space on the outside, I did the skybox. So the collaboration between everyone made this thing happen, and we're excited to get into people's hands, maybe at the end of this show.
Maybe at the end of the show.
Maybe at the end of the show.
Very nice.
Okay.
But we also had a before screenshot that we could take a look at as well. Yeah, from that early blockout days.
Very blocky, very not good looking.
I can make out headlong. You can make out headlong.
I see Halo 2 in there.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So we ran with that as much as we could, but that was the beginning, and then we have an after.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. It's that's
Incredible.
actually that's a shot from before it was really final, but it was just about. But I'm excited to walk you guys through it. I think you guys are gonna love this. So, or I hope you do. Let's see. So this is
Defender spawns. Yeah.
Defender spawn. Walk through here. You got the billboards all where they were before. You got the famous warthog.
Warthog poster. Yeah.
Yeah. Walk through here, and it's about creating an immersive experience, making you feel as if, we haven't played Headlong since Halo Reach, right? All these years, nothing's happened. You come back to it, and this is what it looks like. So that could be the
It's
lore,
been
I guess, or
abandoned,
something like that.
But we
yeah.
brought it back.
Yeah. But leaned really heavily into the aesthetic of overgrown and abandoned. To think of Headlong with trees was pretty daring. We didn't know necessarily if that was going to work, but if you're going to do something like a remake, you might as well go all out and try something very new. Oh, you got different controls on here. I don't know what I'm doing with that.
I've got you all mixed up on my bumper jumper today.
But the skybox, the big part of that was just being able to create, like in Forge, we have a budget, right? So you can't go all out with detail everywhere. What you have to do is you have to lean into big shapes and really lean on that to be able to sell an idea. So the cool thing, if we're going to talk about how we utilized objects to create this environment, this entire city is built out of only 2 Forge pieces. And we threw some glass in the middle to be able to sell the idea of them actually being buildings. But they're just the finned accent piece. So if I take this guy out, you can see that's all it is. And it's just duplicated over and over and over and over again. That's it. I'll leave it like that for now. But that's all it is. And we threw some cranes up here, and I'll show you down here when you're at the player scale. What the
Left
how do you
bumper,
jump?
roll jump, left bumper.
All right, I'm just gonna take the stairs.
Stairs.
But you can see all out here. There's just it's this environment that we wanted to create. This feeling that there's just an endless city that you can explore, and that's really big for BTB maps because you can't usually detail them as much as you want with the budget. Although the budget is quite huge. So you just got to lean on creating the immersion in the facades and whatnot. So as you can see,
Oh yeah.
I'm immersed.
you are immersed. That's
Thoroughly
good.
immersed.
Night Avenger actually worked on this area down here. I thought this was quite impressive. It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Sells the idea of like a flooded, abandoned place. And yeah, as you walk through. Actually, should I drive through real quick? We could
Yeah.
drive through.
Who wants to see him drive through? Who wants to see him? Yeah, you got people excited to see it.
Oh no, there's no warthog. Oh,
no.
wait. Ah,
Okay.
there is the warthog.
Cool.
Okay, so B. Can
Yes.
I wonder if I could drive this thing. Can I drive this thing?
Yeah.
With the controls? Okay.
It should be fairly straightforward on bumper jumper.
So yeah, this is Headlong, all of it.
Wow.
Take you to the other side real quick. These as well were made by Night Avenger. Some just great storytelling and whatnot. You could have some really fun infection maps on this. And it's funny, this hazmat area, all of this is actually made out of the flat, what are the sleeping bags?
Oh really?
So, yeah, he made all the hazmat stuff
You
out
just
of
hang up
sleeping
some
bags.
sleeping bags.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'll take the all famous jump real quick.
Nice.
There you go.
Very
And,
nice.
we could jump in a Banshee. And do that
Did you
real
bring back the super bounces? Is what I wanted.
We'll
I'm
see.
Doing the double crane bounce, thinking about how high I can get on top of these buildings.
Oh, actually, what I have to show you is something
I remember that.
that we all really care about, and that is the Golden Warhog.
Oh, Golden Warthog.
famous Golden Warthog.
Yeah.
We have a little homage to it, this big golden wheel. So,
Incredible.
we had to have
Oh,
that.
Alex, thank you so much for that.
Dude, actually, that was, Tim, wasn't that your idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Tim's idea.
I approve of the Golden Warthog reference. That's awesome.
So, yeah, I mean, that's Headlong. I cannot wait for people to play this, to see the clips. And I saw Mint Blitz play on this a little bit. And, yeah, that's peak Halo right there.
Yep.
But this is it, man.
You also had an awesome video you put together for it.
I put together like a little trailer, hype music with Halo 2, right? So if you guys want to watch that, do you want to watch that?
Nice little trailer for
Okay.
Headlong.
All right.
We could cue that up for everyone.
Perfect.
That is very cool, brother.
Amazing trailer, yeah.
I'm glad you guys like it.
Congrats on publishing your maps, all of you guys recently, and
Yep.
Archer, yours still to come in November with the Halo 3 playlist. And thank you everyone for joining us here for our Forge panel today. Hope you enjoyed it. Everyone watching online, hope you're enjoying as well as your Twitch drops. Guys, just want to say thank you so much for joining. Did you have any closing words you'd like to say to the crowd? Any thank you, shout outs to co-forgers?
Love you guys.
Yeah,
Thank you so much to the Forge community.
The Forge community
honestly.
is amazing, yeah.
Yeah, like we're such a tight-knit, awesome group of people. Like a lot of support out there. I really, really appreciate every single one of you guys. Like we help each other like make our stuff amazing, and like y'all are killing it right now. Thank you.
That is so true. I want to say one thing as well. There's a lot of people that do it for fun, Forge. There's a lot of people that are aspiring to be level designers, level artists, and whatnot. And I think this is an incredible tool as a stepping stone. And just the discords that I'm in, listening to you guys talk, supporting each other. It's a community I'm very grateful for because, I mean, to be able to do this and Halo Fun Time, like all of you guys, coming together, right? Like, it's something that you don't come across too often. It's a lot of really talented people. A lot of you guys have a lot of potential, and you have the ability to be able to get in the industry. So I hope that happens for all of you. I love that you guys are supporting Forge the way you are. And yeah, just thank you. That's all I want to say is thank you.
Well, thank you guys. And thank you again for watching. We do have even more